Imagine that you are trapped in a library and literary horrors lurk in the darkness between the shelves. Your only hope of escape is to open the books and ask the characters for help.
Well done, Athena. One horror down.
No worries. So, what's coming up next?
No other visible horrors at the moment, but we still have 4 actions left this turn.
I move one space along, we'll be able to see the next 2 horrors.
Yes, do that. 1 space.
I'm on it. Okay. In one direction, we have a basilisk. And in the other, we have a portal.
All athletic skills for the basilisk and lots of knowledge for the portal.
Who have you got in your teams? I've got Ada Lovelace and Bobby.
Here.
Me too.
Mary Seacole. Only one would become afraid. At least it's a good one.
Here.
Cheng and Athena on my team.
Idol.
Ready as always.
I'm good on leadership and science. That's 2 of the 3 things we need to get past the portal. So who's good on coding?
I am. Plus, I could do science too.
I could do the leadership too. Athena and I could get through with one other person.
It looks like we're going to need a combination, and it needs to probably include me or Ada.
Can we do the basilisk at all?
No, we can't do the basilisk. We just don't have enough athletics skills. Bobby and I both have speed, but nothing else.
We really need Red Riding Hood for the good shot.
Doesn't look like I can help much here. Skiller and Charybdis. Now there's a challenge worth facing.
Just wait till the next round.
I'm 1 space away from the portal. Ada, you can combine skills with another player, can't you?
Yes. So if our team moves up 1, then we'll be on the same space, so we can engage the portal at the same time.
Agreed.
Right, I'm moving 1 space closer. 3 moves left.
Ready?
Ready.
Engage the portal.
Also engage the portal.
We did it!
Yes.
Yay.
Great work.
1 move left.
Can I move up a space to join you?
Great plan. End of turn, so I'll take a luck card.
What's the card?
It's a flute. I don't have anyone who can play it at the moment, but it might come in useful later.
Okay. New turn. I'm 1 space away from the bookshelf, and I could do with picking up a second book. Anyone else need one?
Library Labyrinth is a cooperative game for 1 to 5 players, which features multiple characters and is set in a library. It's geared towards adults and younger players aged 12 and up. We're currently working on our art and design, so what you see here today is an early prototype that we've been using for playtesting the different mechanics. The object of the game is to call on the skills of the famous literary characters and historical figures in the books around you, in order for your team to escape from a library which has been overrun by horrors. The game takes place over different levels, each representing a different room. In this library, literary horrors are lurking in the dark spaces between the shelves. Each horror is a tile chosen from one of 3 difficulty levels and placed on a choice of maps. Players defeat the horrors with the help of the famous fictional and historical characters who come out of the books. There'll be 100 characters, mainly women with some non-binary people. These are the cards you'll have in play on the table in front of you. The characters will form your ever-evolving team, and so you may have 2 or 3 characters in your team at any one time. Each character can only use their abilities twice. After that, the players need to close the book and put it back on the library discard trolley. Each character has a unique set of abilities, which are related to who they are in fiction or history. For example, Queen Nzinga has logic, leadership, and strength. She was a warrior, so she can use a weapon, and she was athletic, so she can move 2 squares instead of the usual 1. The oldest character is Enhudwana, a poet and priestess who lived more than 4,000 years ago in around 2300 BC. All of the fictional characters we're using are out of copyright, and none of the historical figures are still alive. The characters come from all over the world, and we're working with sensitivity readers and cultural consultants on specific identities. The characters fall into one of 7 book categories: children's fiction, legends, classic fiction, amazing lives, historical leaders, STEM, and poetry and drama. Not all of the book categories will be available at every level of the library. The horrors can be defeated by characters who possess the abilities written on their tiles. Some of the horrors are natural phenomena, like waterfalls or fire. Others are less specific troubles, like a portal or a basilisk, or maybe a shapeshifter. And some are named literary monsters, like Dracula or the Martian robots from War of the Worlds. There are currently 30 horrors, but more may be added later. As a cooperative game, each round involves 6 actions, which could be taken by any of the players. One player takes the lead each round, and this leadership is passed to the next player at the end of the round. A library luck card is also taken at the end of each round, which might do something negative, such as adding another monster to the level, or might give the players something useful, like a weapon or potion or musical instrument. The players don't need to defeat all the horrors in order to get through each level, but any horrors left undefeated will join the players for a final showdown at the end of the game. The boards are modular, and there are multiple different layouts and paths through the shelves, which combined with drawing your team from 100 possible characters gives great replayability. We hope this game will be educational as well as fun, and we'll be including a booklet in the game box with a few lines of information about each of the characters we feature, to encourage players to seek out the stories of these incredible role models.
Hi, so I'm Jess. These are some of my teammates. My background comes from being first a civil servant, then a social justice campaigner. But I've been playing card games since I was tiny, been playing board games since university. The first game I designed was Disarm the Base, which I brought to Kickstarter 2 years ago through the new company I founded, which was called Descent Games. This was a game about direct action to destroy warplanes. But I've also used games for my workshops about political engagement, and of course, with my 2 small children. The idea for Library Labyrinth was bubbling away for quite some time, but I realized that it was far bigger than something that I could do by myself. So I reached out to other people to grow the team.
And well, that's where I come in. I'm Mill, and I joined the team last summer after seeing Jess post about her idea on Facebook. I've actually been working in theatre for the last decade, but I've always been an avid board gamer, and I'd recently got into designing escape room games, and I'd even dabbled a bit in VR. At the beginning of last year, I became the assistant manager of a brand new board game cafe, but unfortunately then the pandemic struck, and we had to close our doors for lockdown just 1 month after we first opened. After a couple of months of furlough, I was eager for a new project, and this just felt like a perfect fit. Jess and I have been friends since childhood, so it's been really fantastic to reconnect over our shared love of game design. As we delved deeper into the game mechanics, we knew we needed to get some artists on board. So we welcomed Samantha and Ella to the team.
Hi, I'm Ella, and I'm the art director for Library Labyrinth. I met Mill whilst on a digital art placement through a local tech network, and we shared office space while we both worked on our VR games. Most of my background is in publishing and graphic design, including projects for Bloomsbury and Neil Gaiman, and I'm currently working with illustrators on a 3D modelling project too. I've been working with Sam to bring to life the incredible characters featured in the game, whilst ensuring we stay sensitive to representing true racial and cultural depictions. It's always been great fun creating the horrors that lurk amongst the shelves, and we spent a lot of time discussing the best layout for cards, modular boards, title treatment, and box artwork.
This project will be designed and developed by a team of women working on a shoestring budget. We're planning on bringing it to Kickstarter this summer, where we hope to raise enough money to get it made.
So if you'd like to know more, follow our journey, get involved as a sensitivity reader or cultural consultant, or simply to help us spread the word, you can sign up to our email list at www.librarylabyrinth.com, or find us on Twitter at Descent Games, or search Library Labyrinth on Facebook. Honestly, helmet hair is the worst.